Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for the fact that makes your brain just go. Now, we put it out there that it's very tragic. An 8-year-old boy has gone blind from repetitively doing this. And we made clear that it wasn't masturbation.
Good.
That's fair. A lot of people checking in on the text line. Kenzie guessed looking at the sun, because, boy, do people just love looking at the sun. Kids like, what that thing up there, that big sunny thing.
So bright and shiny.
And Kay said burning ants with a magnifying glass, possibly a reverse situation happens where it blinds them in the eye. Somebody guessed flipping eyelids. You always had that one kid that would flip their eyelids inside out.
I hate that.
I can do that. One of my few talents.
Were you that kid?
I was that kid. I had a phase where I was that kid.
Ugh.
I hate. I'm like, get your little inner fluids away from me. Don't walk up to with the inner part of your body exposed. Disgusting.
Now, some people also checked in with an obvious answer: just too many video games. Playing video games for so long on the TV, and the kid went blind that way.
Age is what's throwing me off.
8-year-old?
8 and too many video games? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not saying I hang around a lot of 8-year-olds, but I'm assuming
It sounds like you do. You have a lot of information about 8-year-olds for someone who doesn't have one.
Well, I was an 8-year-old boy once, and I played video games, I'm pretty sure, at 8 years old, so I bet there's a lot of 8-year-olds out there.
Did they have video games when you were 8?
Yes, they did. All kinds.
That's a genuine question.
Yeah, no, they had a ball and chain we used to throw in a field. That was the only game we had. Yeah, that's it.
I didn't think they had, what was it, like Pong?
Nintendo.
There was a Nintendo?
Yes.
What game was on it?
Nintendo. Mario.
You had Mario Kart?
Yes.
No
Mario goes
way.
back. Mario goes way back. You don't even know.
Not like Mario Kart, Kenzie, but he had a Mario game.
It was
What
Mario
was he
throwing
doing?
a ball and chain. Mario threw a ball and chain like that. That's what
Was
they
he on
did.
a dinosaur
Yeah.
racing?
Oregon Trail had that too. All right, here we go. So it's not any of those things. It's not any of those things what made this kid go blind for repetitively doing this. What it was eating chicken nuggets exclusively.
Exclusively.
That's right. This kid only ate chicken nuggets, so the parents were like, well, you know how hard it is to feed a kid sometimes. That's all he ate, so that's all he ate was chicken nuggets. Ended up with a severe vitamin A deficiency, and according to doctors, that can cause, permanent long-term damage to the optic nerve fibers in many different cases. It's very rare that it goes this far with that many chicken nuggets, but that's all the kid ate was chicken nuggets for every meal. And it started in a vitamin A deficiency and caused me to go blind.
I know that kids can be difficult, but as a parent, you cannot allow 100% chicken nugget consumption.
That's what did it.
You gotta balance it out. You have to be like one strawberry, then hand nugget. Like you have to do an exchange of goods and services.
The bribery.
You have to.
Yeah.
Santa's watching. You got to pull it out of the bag, man.
But you know this, too. It's, you're exhausted. You made all this meal, and then they don't eat it. And fine, have some dino nuggets. Take them. They're delicious.
I have to say, and this is not judgmental. If you have a kid that's a tough eater, I totally get it. Every kid's different. Tristan went through, and every single meal was a problem stage. And his ass sat at that table for an incredibly long time. Every night until he got over it because I made one dinner and that was it.
But did he want something else?
Yeah, for sure he would have eaten like butter noodles. Not up in this house. This is a Latin household. Down the enchilada. Too bad.
Enchilada? He was 1 year old eating enchiladas?
My baby had enchiladas last week. Beer enchiladas, baby.
Let me look up the enchilada diet and see what that deficiency causes.
You're gonna have to power through this and there was a lot of long sitting at the dinner table. It was like, I don't care if you have a bite an hour, you're going to eat it.
Case, I picture you being a chicken nugget aficionado.
Oh, my God. A chicken nugget with pretzel sticks and ketchup with both of those things going into the ketchup. Find me a better meal.
You dunk pretzel sticks in ketchup?
Absolutely. Because you know why?
No,
because,
I don't know why.
You know why? Because as a kid, there's nothing funnier than taking the pretzel stick, this long, thin pretzel, dipping it in fire so the tip is red, and then going fire. It's like you made fire with the pretzel stick.
Well,
That's the funniest joke there is.
I thought you were going to say you're pretending like you're smoking.
No, I would never.
Well, God forbid.
I loved those fake cigarettes. You know, the candy cigarettes that they used to have? I think just continued. I'd imagine. Remember the chalky? They were disgusting candy. They just tasted like chalk.
Well, it was gum, and then it was covered in sugar, so when you sucked it out, you could blow smoke with the sugar.
I didn't have that. I had like the chalky sticks. They actually sounded like chalk.
But what did it taste like?
It's a little chalky. It wasn't delicious.
I guess that's what it was supposed to be. Yeah, we had some that were gum. and then they were covered in
I
sugar.
never had the gum one. That sounds much better than what I had.
Because if you blew real hard on it, the sugar would go out like smoke.
Hey, oh, that's what she said.
Yeah, that's right. But then you chew it, you see.
Man,
That's not what she said.
that's not what she said.
No, not at all. There you go. The fact that makes your brain go. Careful on the chicken nugget consumption of your child. But give them some. That's okay. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Check in with the highlight of your weekend. 312-591-8300. How was your weekend? Let us know for sure. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And something that happened in the South at the end of last year. You know, these news cycles, man. They get this news out there, we get all riled up about it, and then it just kind of goes away. But we follow these stories, like the 43 monkeys that escaped from the research facility in South Carolina, Alpha Genesis. So ominous, the name of this place. And 43 monkeys escaped back in November. They slowly captured a few here and there, and now a statement over the weekend. All 43 monkeys that escaped from the research facility in South Carolina in November have been captured safely. Quote, everyone is healthy and doing well,
I bet.
says Greg Westergaard, CEO of the research company Alpha Genesis. I don't know what else he's going to say.
No, I'm sure they're really happy. It's not like they tried to get out and start a different life.
Can you imagine now, like those several last couple monkeys that were left were outside from November till now and discovered a world they had no idea existed.
Freedom.
And do you think when they brought him back in, they were like, "Whew, glad we're back, guys. Thanks for finding me. That's wonderful what you guys
They're
did."
talking to the other monkeys like, what's it like out there, man? Like, you have no idea.
This is like the Kenzie. Well, I'm sure you watched this. What was the show called? Like Escaping Amish or something?
Oh, yes.
Because
yeah.
when an Amish person turns 18, they let them try out the real world for a minute.
Right.
And believe it or not,
breaking
Amish. Yeah, believe it or not a lot of them return.
Yeah, there's a word that they're allowed to do. They're allowed to go out and sow their oats in a way, and then they come back.
Say sow?
Sow their oats?
Yeah.
Soil.
No, it's not soil.
It's sow the oats. Spread the
Sow?
oats.
Yeah. It's
Sow
sow.
like with a needle?
Yeah, but it's called sow your oats. So
I
you're
don't think so. Is it?
pretty sure.
Sow your oats?
I believe the phrase they use technically is raise hell. I think that's what they're allowed to do.
Huh.
Let me see what that one was. Raise.
So like S-E-W? Why are you sewing them together?
S-O-W.
S-O-W.
Oh, what does that mean?
Just what I said. Sow your oats.
I didn't know there was an S-O-W.
The Webster's Dictionary definition of sow one's oats is, quote, to have many sexual relationships, particularly while one is young, which would be what the Amish do when they leave the farm.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Rumpspringer.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they call it. Rumpspringer.
All caps on the text
That
line.
sounds like an
989
old
nailed it.
song. Hey, Rumpspringer.
Rumpspringer. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Rumpspringer.
Okay, well, now that we've had our fun, Brian, what's happening with these monkeys?
Oh,
my God,
so
I thought we were
anyway.
talking about breaking Amish.
The monkeys are back in the facility, and again, quote, healthy and doing well. Now, there were reports they were moving north, and I thought they'd crossed the Illinois border back a month ago, and then it kind of just disappeared, that information. So I guess in a post-truth society that we live in, do you buy that there's still not a monkey out there? I think there's still at least one that's out there that they can't catch, and it's almost like Rambo, where they're trying to find him. There's one monkey, and he's too smart. He was trained too well, and he's now going to wreak havoc on Alpha Genesis by...
I hope he frees the rest of the monkeys. I hope he comes back.
Like Planet of the Apes. I kind of see that happening here. I don't know. I think they're lying. I don't think all the monkeys are safe. I want to see all 43 monkeys. I want to talk to them.
What do you want to say to them?
I want to debrief the monkeys. That's what I want to do.
What's your first question? You said, okay, so let's say, last week we had Tim and Joe from Rise Against in the studio for an hour. We got to ask them anything we wanted to do. I'm going to try to book these monkeys on the show.
You booked the monkeys. I mean, my first question to answer yours is just give me your full birth name.
You can't do that. It's not going to be an honest interview. It's going to be like when they interviewed R. Kelly's girlfriends, and then once they felt free, they came out and were like, we lied that whole interview. We did not feel safe. We were like, don't you remember?
You're way more up on R. Kelly than I am.
I'm so up on R. Kelly.
Well, I remember
What do you
that.
wanna know?
I remember that, but don't you think the monkeys would trust me in the interview process?
No, but they have to live with Alpha Genesis. Like, you have to live with their abuser and captor. They're going to be like, no, they're great.
It was great to get captured and put back
Yeah,
in.
no, I'm so happy to be here.
You know the open world. Yeah, overrated.
Yeah, they're like blinking a lot during the interview. Okay.
I can only imagine, like you said, Kenzie, the monkey going back to what's it like out there? Do you know that there's trees we can climb on? And there's food on some of them just sitting there free.
I completely imagine them smoking a cigarette and like touching their forehead while talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, if you have no, I can't believe I'm back here, man.
It's like a kid when they go to like Europe for a summer, then come back with the accent.
Oh.
It's like, I know you. You're from Gurney. Why are you talking like a Frenchman?
Ugh, Duncan.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We are pouring one out. This was all over my feed over the weekend. So a very big story locally.
I think it's all over your feet.
Feed.
I'm like, what was on your feet?
But
It's a
closing
new bit we're doing. What was on Brian's feet this weekend?
Closing in stores for the final time the day before my birthday. That would have been January 25th on Friday, is the Pizza Hut in Yorkville. Pouring one out, a letter dated that day, went to all the employees saying we regret to inform you that on January 25th, 2025, we'll permanently close this store location operated by EYM Pizza of Illinois, LLC. However, you still need to report to work until further notice to clean up.
Oh,
Wow.
sad.
Well, I guess they get paid, hopefully, while they're doing that.
Well, of course. But
But this is a corporate decision, the corporate parent company. We talked about some of these closing in Indiana back in the day, which is, back last year. But yeah, very saddened. I guess this Pizza Hut in Yorkville has been iconic in that area. So I feel bad for the people of Yorkville losing their Pizza Hut.
I just miss it. I miss the buffets,
Yeah.
the little buffets they had at the Pizza Hut.
Mm.
I miss the stained glass lighting.
Yeah, the red cups,
Oh,
big red cups. You get that kind of refill here.
I can't even tell what color your soda is. So
Mm.
miss it.
Yeah. And the staff themselves said as of Saturday, we're closed. It's been a pleasure serving the community for so many years. We appreciate each and every one of you. Our staff is deeply saddened by this, and we will miss being at your service. Thank you, Yorkville, for so many great years. That Pizza Hut's gone. 127 of them are operated by that company, and there's a whole bunch closing Saturday.
Devastating. We're losing Pizza Huts, and nobody's talking about it.
No, everyone's focused on all this other bullshit.
I know. I watched a lot of cable news this weekend. Nobody was talking about the fact that we're losing Pizza Huts left and right.
They're like, are these neighborhoods safe? I'm like, who
Yeah,
cares?
their neighborhood doesn't have a Pizza Hut, so I'm not going.
Yeah, it probably isn't safe. No Pizza Hut.
God, what is happening?
Not
No.
safe to eat in.
Is the Pizza Hut safe at your Target over in Uptown Case?
Well, that's what I'm worried about, is that first they go for the big ones. They go for Yorkville. They go for the region in Indiana. Yep. And then you're going to see the trickle-down effect, and all of a sudden before you know, by the way, Kmart's gone too, so all those Targets are gone. Now you're going to see the Pizza Huts in the Targets go away. And at that point, I mean, what's the point of anything? If I can't have a Pizza Hut pizza while I'm shopping at Target, then, why wake up in the morning?
Well, it was just hold hands and walk into the lake.
Oh my God. I'll see you there.
Shayla. That's how I feel every time I want to close this.
God. Now, I don't know about the Target Pizza Huts just yet, but I know this Yorkville one is going away. And, I was never able to make the pilgrimage up there, which bums me out. I tried to hit every Pizza Hut in my general vicinity, and I feel like I failed this one. I feel really bad for the people of Yorkville.
Yeah,
You know what I would like you to start doing?
Go ahead.
I would like. Do you know how when people have like a ballpark tour and they take a picture at every ballpark and they frame
Brian
it?
Phillips, History of Alternative, Brian Phillips is doing that.
Yeah, and we have a frame at our house where we can put a picture in each state also. Like some have more than one, I suppose, but with a picture in all the ballparks. I would like you to have a Pizza Hut framed, and it's a picture of you at each of the Pizza Huts. That would be awesome.
I've never had a bad meal there. I've never had a bad time there.
Yeah, all the ones in Indiana closed, by the way. Remember we talked about that in Northwest Indiana last year? All of them closed.
In the region, yeah.
In the region, they're all gone. Phew. That's unbelievable.
What do they do now? Do they even eat?
What, people in Indiana?
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you do now?
You have other options. There's a few other things out there you can do. Well, especially up in the region, you
Like,
got
literally,
everything.
do we have to Google it, list every restaurant there? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Chipotle, Applebee's,
Oh, I like Applebee's.
Outback
Probably some-
Steakhouse.
I would like to say there's probably some people who also own restaurants there and it's not just massive chains. They would probably love if they supported local. I'm assuming that's happening in that area.
The lesson is if you love these nostalgic restaurants, go to them because we all say we pour one out, but then I can't remember the last time I was at a Pizza Hut, so I'm part of the problem.
Also, on the text line, everybody's asking me if I even know where Yorkville is. Yes, I'm very intimately familiar.
Give me the longitude and latitude of Yorkville right now before we continue. I'll
I
wait.
can't do the longitude and
What's it
latitude of where
near?
I am.
What's it near?
It's over by Oswego.
Where's that?
In Illinois. What do you mean?
In Illinois.
What do you mean? I know where
Don't
it's
you
at.
feel like you just looked up, like pulled up on a map and
Yep.
then saw it's near Oswego, so he said that?
You know who lives out that way is crew member Ernie and Mary.
I know.
They live right out there.
I know
Yep.
plenty about Yorkville.
All these people without a Pizza Hut now.
Oh, my God. Pour one out for the poor souls there.
Yorkville. Are you okay?
I'm sorry, that would got me.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional about the Pizza Hut.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
Let's go. First one of the week. And we got Fantagram tickets playing Valentine's Day on the Aragon. I could be wrong, but didn't they play Valentine's Day last year?
At the Aragon, I think.
At the Aragon, Fantagram. They love Valentine's Day.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, why fix what's not broken?
I guess. So there you go. First Power Great Friends at Live Nation. Tickets are on sale now, but Rachel will be competing for them against Kenzie, checking in from the 219. Rachel, ahoy, tell us something about yourself.
Ahoy. I just officially adopted my dog a little bit ago. I was doing a foster to home, and I took her. She's mine.
Aw.
So cute.
Kidnapped that little foster dog.
Foster failure 100%. But that's okay.
So they live with you for a while, and then you adopt them. Correctly, that's how it works. You foster it. You go, yeah, I want this dog, and then you take it, and you get it home there.
They know what they're doing.
Yep.
They're like, how do we get dogs in these homes? They're like, tell people they're going to foster, and they're all going to want to keep them. Who can get up a dog under no circumstance?
Yeah. Oh, it's free, by the way. Did we tell you it's free? Here's this dog.
Yeah,
I'm like,
oh
oh,
my God.
Free dogs.
it's not free anymore.
What a world we live in. Free dogs.
That's amazing.
God.
Yeah.
How can anybody complain this morning?
I know.
All right, here we go. First one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said it could be worse.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, Rachel. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets it wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call out your tails, Rachel.
Tails.
Ah, it's heads. Sorry.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I know. Well, you got a free dog, so.
You know,
You can't have
Yeah.
everything, Rachel.
walk it off.
My life is too good right now.
That's right. All right, Kenzie. Question number 1. What feature did Instagram introduce in 2016 to compete with Snapchat?
Oh, stories.
Stories is right. And back to Rachel.
Yes.
The website Twitch sees users primarily streaming themselves doing what activity?
Oh, playing video games.
Playing video games. Sounds like you got a story there.
Yeah. I have 3 teenage boys, and I'm over it. So,
That's why I got the dog.
yeah, that's why I got the dog. I'm tired of
get
the
it.
frat house.
All right, back to Kenzie.
1-1.
1-1, back to Kenzie. Kenzie, the Overlook Hotel is the primary location of what infamous film?
The Shining.
The Shining is right. And back to Rachel. Where in the release order of the 7 Harry Potter novels did Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone...
Sorcerer. Good lord.
What'd I say?
Saucerer.
Stop thinking of food for 2 seconds.
I can't.
Hopper.
We get to weigh in a half hour.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone.
These books sound delicious. A cooking book?
So Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone fall. What order in all the 7 novels?
The Sorcerer's Stone is the first one for the U.S. release.
Whoa. You got a lot of information there, I bet.
Calm down.
For the Chinese release.
It's number 1.
That's good.
All right, 2-2, back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, in what NBA conference do the Warriors, Lakers, and Mavericks play in?
What do you mean?
What's the NBA conference they play in?
They're having conferences?
They have conferences.
Like meetings?
They've got
Yes.
rooms.
Yeah. Over there at the Embassy Suites, they have a conference room.
They play in the West Conference because they're over there.
That's fair.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the
Are you
Western
serious?
Conference. Yeah, yep. Rachel, another sports question.
Oh no.
Another sports question. Kenzie's very excited. She had no idea. She didn't even know there were conferences.
It's really impressive. I'm not even. I'm impressed.
All right, Rachel, stay in the sports world and impress us. Name one of the 2 remaining NFL playoff teams.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs are right. There we go.
Oh, okay.
What a guy.
We're crushing sports! Me and Rachel!
Girl
Oh, good.
power.
It's like ESPN over here!
Oh, this is wonderful.
Did you guys just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yup.
We did.
We're starting
Like-
a sports podcast.
Want to go do karate in the garage?
All right. 3-3 back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what tree do acorns come from?
Oh, well.
Both of you are bonding on this question, too, it sounds like.
Well, I know.
Oh, yeah?
Oak.
Oak is right.
Okay, yeah.
Why did that hit you all of a sudden?
Well, I almost said acorn tree. You're naturally like, well, let's come off the tree. It's oak. I got it. I'm there. I didn't think about it.
Okay. So Kenzie's got 4. Rachel, you need this one.
Yeah.
Rachel, in what decade did Germany invade Poland to start World War II?
The decade?
Just give me the decade.
40s?
Did you say the 40s?
Or oh no, was it 39?
She said 40s. I
She
heard
said
40s.
40s. I'm so sorry. Your first
Yeah.
answer is what it is.
I know. I'm sorry.
Kenzie for the
I
win.
should apologize. I have
Sorry,
no.
Poland.
I have no idea because I would have probably said that too. So I'll just go earlier and go 30s.
Yeah.
30s is right. That's what it is.
Context clues.
Well, we all learned something today, it sounds like, on Trivia
Yeah.
Clash with Kenzie. I'm so sorry you didn't win, but you got a free dog.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's cool.
What's the dog's name?
Her name's Abigail, but we call her Abby Normal from the old Young Frankenstein movie.
Yes.
She's kind of really special. So I think that's why she was free, but that's okay.
Oh, my
So,
God.
we like her.
Oh my God, that's adorable. I can't even.
Well, enjoy the free dog, and hang on, because you can still win tickets. What a delight she is, Rachel. But you can still win tickets because we're going to play Noah Khan, and after that, everybody listening has a chance at the Fantagram tickets at the Aragon for Valentine's Day. You just listen for God Bless the Baby, which we'll do in about 3 minutes.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. That's for Jesse in Franklin Park checking in this morning. Dexter in the Moonrocks. Jesse said he was with friends of his from Franklin Park at Q101's Twisted Christmas. Saw them open up night 2, and they were incredible. It feels like it was so long ago because now we're deep into this weight loss challenge, and it ends the Friday before the Super Bowl. So if you're following along with us, we've heard great texts from people that have lost tons of weight or just like stopped drinking, stopped smoking, got healthier in some way. And that's what we wanted to do this for through you guys. We all do it together, and then we're a family doing it together. That's really fun, right, Kenzie? It's all fun.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Kenzie just found out she went up 0.2 and is very upset. There's plateaus in these things. There's 2 more full weeks left, and there's no football games this coming. Well, there's Pro Bowl coming weekend.
Were you going to pig out for the Pro Bowl?
No, you can't do that. You got that's like a gambling degenerate there if you're picking out for the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, eat a salad.
Yeah, salads are okay. So, and I lost 4 more pounds roughly, so I'm in a good spot, I guess, but I'm still upset because birthday weekend derailed me. So now Case is up. Now, this morning, and by the way, still a few minutes away, Lenny Kravitz chance to get to Vegas to see Lenny Kravitz and qualify for that. Case this morning came in and gave me a doctor's envelope, officially from a doctor's office, and a doctor's note. I haven't opened it. He said, you have to read this for the weigh, and I can't weigh in today, which Kenzie prompted her to pull a knife from her backpack. I didn't know she had a switchblade.
Yeah, security's lacking here.
Listen, I just gained weight in front of all of Chicago. You're getting your fat ass on that scale.
Gain weight in front of all of
You
Chicago.
POS.
We all watched you do it.
How dare you?
So Case was complaining about his knee last week after working out a lot, and so he said he went to a doctor, And so here's the note from an official Chicago doctor after your visit. So here we go.
You have the floor, Brian. Go ahead.
Kenzie, don't get mad at me. I'm the messenger here. Here's the doctor's note for case why he can't weigh in today. To whom it may concern, while performing a routine operation on my patient's kneecap this past Friday. Operation
on my kneecap. I've had a sore kneecap.
You had surgery?
I had a procedure done. They rubbed it a little bit. And my kneecaps have been hurting really bad. Ever since I went back to the gym, my kneecaps are killing me.
All right, so this note is suspect to start, but it's from a doctor. So while performing a routine operation on my patient's knee this past Friday, I couldn't help but notice the heightened stress levels that this usually calm, reasoned, and well-explained patient was suffering from. Does he know you well?
Apparently. He's my doctor. Primary care.
After hearing...
You don't have a primary care doctor.
I do now. I have insurance. Thank you, SAG-AFTRA.
I still don't think you filled out the whole process of having a primary care person.
Go to the note.
Okay. After hearing about this, quote, weight loss challenge and the mental toll that it has taken on this specific competitor, I'm advising that he be excused from weighing in this week for the sake of his mental and physical well-being. What do numbers even mean anyways?
Amen, doctor.
He did not write that.
I swear it's part of the note.
What doctor writes, what do numbers even mean anyways?
Brian, continue the note.
Okay.
The note continues, I know health. And I know that this
I know. Case.
The doctor says, I know health.
What would you want a doctor to say? I don't know health?
Why would he write that?
Because he knows health.
This is so fake.
Go ahead.
He says, I know health, and I know that this competition is making this patient less healthy than ever before. Sincerely, the doctor.
The doctor.
The doctor, my doctor, the doctor. What do you say when you go to the doctor? Oh, I'm going to the doctor.
Now, listen, Kenzie, I'd be suspect too, but this is actually on, when you see a doctor write on those forms and all the stuff like that, those paperwork.
It's on doctor paper.
It's on doctor paper. It's on doctor paper. I don't know where case gets doctor paper.
Hey, Brian,
Can
you
you
ever
buy-
heard of a printer?
Well, where do you get doctor paper?
You could Google like a medical letter, and he'd have like a template. He obviously wrote that.
I don't know. I'm 50-50
the
on that.
The doctor rubbed his knee and wrote a note that he shouldn't be healthy anymore. He obviously needs more pizza. This is too stressful for him. What do you think about it for 2 seconds? Get your ass on the scale right now. Case.
I think you should weigh in still. I know this is anxiety-ridden for you, but I think you have to weigh in.
Don't look at us like that.
Well,
you look like a puppy.
Let me make this clear. I will risk my mental and my physical health. I will power through, and I will go ahead and step on the scale if that's what Chicagoland wants.
Well, be an example for the people out there.
I will. I'll
know
persevere.
Listen, I'm here for you. Mm-hmm. If you need a hand to hold or anything, I'm here for you. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm manifesting good health.
Yeah. And Kenzie's holding a knife in her hand,
That's
but I'm here to hold your hand.
That note could have said anything, and I would make you get on the scale. You could have announced a terminal illness. I'd be like, get on.
So Case is on his way to the scale. It's going to happen, and I'm proud of your strength. I'm really proud of your strength in this case. Now, what did Case, before he gets on, while he's getting on Kenzie?
So his start weight was 250 pounds even. Last week, he weighed in at 248.2. So far, he's lost negative 0.72. He is in last place currently, but that may change. It sounds like not, because he wrote a note and lied. But let's see.
So Case is weighing in right now. I see it at 247.2.
See?
He's lost weight.
Why would you not? Now what's your excuse? You still wish you wouldn't have gotten on the scale?
He's walking back to his microphone.
Look, this competition has taken a lot out of me mentally and physically, and apparently grammarly as well. But, kids, let this be a lesson to you. You can risk life and limb and sacrifice your mental health to lose 2.5 pounds. And that should be a lesson to everybody out there. Well, I mean, my God, I feel like I'm on top of the moon right now. I didn't listen to a medical professional. I stepped on the scale, and all of a sudden, I'm still in what, third place?
You are in third place. What? Just to clarify, was it 247.2?
247.2.
Wow.
247.2. You were down negative 1.12%. I'm in second place at negative 3.67. And Brian's at negative 4.53, even though he ate an entire cow over the weekend.
But this is the problem, is that, I lose weight. This is damaging my mental health. I'm still in last place.
But don't you feel better? Don't you lost some weight?
It would help me feel better if I won the competition.
Well,
You may have to work hard.
yeah.
Brian hasn't gone to the gym yet.
I honestly want him to get set on fire, so I can't even talk about that right now.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.